Hi, today we're going over the Grand Design Imagine AIM. So this is a brand new offering that Grand Design is doing just this year. These are among the first units that we've seen on the lot. This is the Grand Design AIM, which is the Adventure in Motion. And so Grand Design Imagine, what they've had before is units in the size of around 24 feet all the way up to 38 feet long, but they haven't yet had a unit that was in that compact sort of style, which so many people are craving. And on top of that, which I'm eager to show you about, is the AIM package. So they're doing a lot of off-road, off-grid things similar to the GeoPro, like our last video, but with a few upgrades even over what the GeoPro is doing. So let's jump right in. First off, the Grand Design Imagine AIM. This is the, hold on, I almost forgot here for a second. This is the 16 ml. The 16 ml is 3,962 pounds, and so this is towable by the vast majority of 6-cylinder engines. And so let's say you have a Toyota Tacoma, let's say you have a Ford Ranger, you can tow this unit with those trucks. In the front, starting right off with the power tongue jack, of course. It's got the light on there, super easy setup and breakdown. You got the propane tank cover, two 20-pounders right there. We have the awning out for you. You can see that it's a nice big awning. It spans the entire campsite. You can imagine your carpet, your chairs, your fire, everything that you need for your campsite, all underneath that awning. Stepping back, you can see that this is a single axle, which really helps to keep that weight down. And then also, it's all you need for a unit of this size. This unit has that special AIM package. You're not going to see that on all the Imagine AIMs, but the AIM package has 5 different features on it. I'm pointing out feature 1, which is the tires. So this has 15-inch wheels on it, and these tires are actually upgraded. You can see the tread on those tires, and this tread makes it so that you can go on the beach no problem, you can go off-road no problem, and it's just going to track behind you, and you can go anywhere in this thing. Zooming out, you can see that it has a nice LED lights underneath the awning there. For the storage on the campsite, you have storage, full pass-through storage in the front over here with that magnet latch. And they did this nice diamond plate for the 2024s that they hadn't done before. One of the main complaints they used to have was that this was a finished area, and this is where all the dirty stuff goes into, and it just didn't seem right. And so when they put this diamond plating in, it just fits the use of these compartments even more so. And so continuing, magnet latch, super easy right there. I love the magnet latches, but that is not the only storage on the front side of the Grand Design Imagine AIM. You also have this one right here, but it's not just storage, it's actually a griddle. The griddle comes all the way out here, and it makes it so that you can cook underneath your awning and have that full camp experience. How many times have you had to lug out your grill, lug out your extra 20-pound propane tank, and lug out your table just to set up your campsite, just to set up your grill? With here, it's all in one. It's all already set up for you. And with this griddle, think about, you could do 2 large pancakes, 1 full pound of bacon, 3 eggs. Imagine the amount of food you can cook in this thing for your family on your campsite. So, going on to the back, this is one of the biggest, greatest features of the Grand Design Imagine, and all the Imagine have this, even down to this compact version. You have the tankless hot water heater. I know it doesn't look like much, but what it means for you is, instead of, let's say you have a 6-gallon hot water heater like the vast majority of these brands, how long is your shower? Is it 4 minutes? Is it 5 minutes? Well, with a tankless hot water heater, that shower is virtually unlimited. When I'm on vacation, I don't want to just rinse off. When I'm on vacation, I want to go straight into that luxurious feeling. I don't want to be limited. And so you have unlimited showers. Doing dishes, that hot water's not going to run out for you there either. So they really care for you with that feature. On top of it, right below there, is a spray port. The reason I love the spray port is because when I do all of my cooking outside, I don't want to have to bring every single dish back inside. And so ideally, you have the spray port here, and you have a table, even maybe a little sink or something. A bucket even does just fine. And you just rinse off all your dirty plates. You can wash your dirty plates outside, where you're in the fresh air. You're not cooped up in your small little camper. You have the vast world here as your scenery, as you're doing your dishes too. You do have the ladder that climbs to the roof. On the AIM package, this is the second feature of the AIM package. The second feature is it comes pre-installed with a backup camera. Now that backup camera is on a swivel, so you can point it straight down, or you can point it out, depending on where it needs to be. It makes sure that you stay safe when you're backing this thing up, and it protects your investment, so that when you're going down the road, you don't bump something by accident, ruining the trade-in value of your travel trailer here. You do have the manual stabilizers, which is always great. Electric stabilizers, God bless them, they always break. The motors go on them, and then when you have to replace them, costly. These things, I just bought one for my unit on Amazon. Guess what? Costs 50 bucks. 50 bucks to replace, and it takes 1 or 2 bolts to put back in. Super easy installation. That's going to be good for you for the long term of your vehicle. Nice slide on this unit. It's going to be about 18-inch slide. Opens it up quite a bit on the inside. Lots of windows associated with that slide as well to make it so that you really get a lot of natural light in your environment. And then without further ado, I think we can start to head on in to the unit. So you have the step above stairs here as well. You have these 3 steps to get in with a large grab handle. This has a large amount of, what do you call that, lift to it. So the clearance, that's the word. So with all this clearance, when you're going off-road, you're going over these rocks and things, you're minimizing the opportunity to damage the undercarriage of this Grand Design Imagine. Speaking of the undercarriage, it has the best-in-class heated enclosed underbelly. Everybody goes crazy about 12-volt heat pads. That's great, but the first thing to freeze is not the tanks, it's always going to be the pipes. So those pipes in the Grand Design Imagine are all going to be incorporated into that heated enclosed underbelly, minimizing the chance of severe plumbing damage. So a couple more upgrades. There's just so much to say. You have in the walls here, what the Imagine is doing for the 2024s is something that they've never done before. They recently started installing Asdel in the walls. Asdel is a manufacturing material. It's replacing Luan or plywood, or it's just wood. So instead of wood, it's a manufactured material that's never going to rot. It's never going to swell or contract with humidity. It is just going to last a long, long time. It's also going to keep the weight down and have slightly better insulative value as well. Let's head on in. The first thing that I'm struck by when I walk into this is the lights. These lights are super sharp. They have an LED light strip instead of those typical lights that always break. So what this is doing is giving this almost like a modern sort of look, but continuing on the interior design, you still have those light browns and those dark grays. It's still a camping sort of feel, even with that modern look and that fresh look with the lights. You're still getting a nice camping feel, so that if I have a son, 7-year-old son, if he's in here, I'm not afraid that he's going to make everything dirty. This unit is not untouchable by any means. So while I'm over here, we have the couch, and the couch is it's a jackknife style couch. But what they do special with this jackknife style couch is they actually have cabinet drawers beneath it, and so you actually have a deep drawer. A lot of times underneath there is an afterthought for the vast majority of brands. They don't do anything like this for you. And so putting the cabinetry in every spot possible is something that Grand Design Imagine is going to do for you. And then you want to turn this to a bed. This is the easiest way to turn a unit into a bed that exists. I mean, like, anybody can do that, you know? Grandma, grandpa, you know, if you're, 80, 90 years old, doesn't matter. You can still do that. It takes nothing at all. You go over here and you got the bed. So this is a queen size bed, and the queen size bed is east-west facing bed, so you could sleep. Watch yourself. You could sleep both mom and dad here, or husband and wife, no problem. Plenty of space. You have lots of cabinetry above and on the side, so space for all of your wardrobe for everybody who's coming. And on top of that, the Imagine is always going to have a nice little cubby back here. And this cubby has plugs in it, and it's got a USB port. And on top of that, plenty of space for your phone, for your water, beverages, anything you need bedside, you can put right there. They even have these nice little hooks on the inside, which is awesome. You have a TV, which is directly across from the couch, and so it's actually a sensible spot for the TV. A lot of times, small units like this the TV becomes an afterthought and we'll just throw it here or there or it's just someplace random. Well, they designed the placement of the TV into the design of the camper, and so directly across from the couch makes a lot of sense. Now, just look at this amount of counter space. This unit is like, what, 19, 20 feet long? And so to have this amount of counter space in a unit of this size is just insane. It's not just long, it's also deep. Whether you're prepping food, whether you just have a lot of dishes to do or something like that, this is just a huge asset to the vast majority of people, to the vast majority of campers out there. You got a 2-burner stove, which is exactly as much as most people need. And then on top of that, they upgraded the microwave to be a convection style microwave as well. And so instead of that oven that just takes up space that nobody ends up using, they have an all-in-one down here that makes it so that you have more cabinet space, more storage space. And then they've upgraded the sink as well to this really convenient style of sink. I love it. It's really sharp. It's actually a stainless steel sink. You hardly ever see that. Even most of the fifth wheels I see that look shiny, they look like they're stainless, they're not. They're just a shiny plastic. You actually have a stainless steel sink here, super sharp. And then when you close it up, it's totally flat. And so that makes it so that, oh, you actually have that much more counter space. All the cabinetry above, same Grand Design Imagine look, super sharp, hardwood cabinetry. You have your 12-volt refrigerator over here, which is a fresh new look as well. And so it's on right now. All we have is the battery on, so that's making it so that we understand that this is all off of that 12-volt refrigerator and the freezer down there, all just off of the 12-volt. And so you have the shower over here. So I'm going to hop right in, a 6'2" man, probably 6'4" with these shoes on. I'm standing up. I have no problems at all. I can wash myself easily in a shower like this. It's so nice that they have so much headspace with this skylight right here. Every Grand Design Imagine is going to have actually a porcelain toilet, and so that's a really important factor. You want your toilet to last a long time, and that's how it's going to do that. And on top of that, if you could squeeze in here, lots of cabinetry, medicine cabinet, huge for a unit of this size. You hardly ever see stuff like that. They have a nice little towel bar down here, and then down there you got 2 more drawers. Very deep cabinet space, toothbrushes, soap, everything you need. Plenty of space for all of it right there. And then so we mentioned the AIM package. The AIM package had 5 parts to it. I mentioned the 2 so far. The 2 so far in the AIM package were the tires and the rear backup camera. Well, there's 3 more things. Next thing, boom, right there, you have the Max Air fan. That Max Air fan is a huge upgrade. And so for 3 reasons. 1, if you want cross ventilation, let's say it's a little bit stuffy in here. Let's say it's a warm in here, but the night's gonna cool down a bit to like the high 60s or something like that. Crack that window behind the bed, just crack it a little bit, turn that fan on, and that nice cool air will just be rushing by your head all night, and you'll be totally comfortable all night. Second reason is for the kitchen. It gets hot in the kitchen. You're cooking things. There's fire. And then also there's smoke. And then also there could be even smells. Maybe you're cooking fish in your camper. I don't know what you cook. You just went fishing. You know you want to cook your fish. Takes all those smells right out. Takes all that hot heat right out. Takes all of the smoke right out if you have any of that. Last thing is for the shower. The shower creates humid air. And if you have that humid air and it stays in your camper, that could start to, like, water's the camper killer, as everybody knows. That will take that humid air right out. So AIM package, that's number 3. AIM package number 4 is a second solar panel on the roof. It's a second 190 watt solar panel. That's 380 watts total right there on the roof. And you might ask, well, what does that do? What does that do for me? Well, nothing unless you have an inverter. The AIM package has a 2,000 watt inverter installed as well, and so you have the 2 solar panels which are charging the battery, which are going to the inverter, and the inverter is making it so that you can actually use some plugs off of that solar. And so the plugs in this unit can be used up to 2,000 watts worth of energy coming from your solar panels, coming from your battery. That's making it so that even off-grid, even boondocking, even when you don't have an energy hookup, you can use the vast majority of things in this unit. So you're not limited to going to campgrounds. You can go to a field, you can go to a farm, you can go to a winery, you can go to a friend's house. Wherever you want to go, you can go, and you can use the vast majority of your appliances here in the Grand Design Imagine AIM. So thanks so much for watching. Please feel free to subscribe, to like this video, and also click the notification bell if you want to be notified about future videos that arise. Let me know in the comments section what unit you'd like me to do a walk around on. We got lots of options here, whether it's pre-owned or new. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching. Have a good day.